It's time for From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine with Trey Schaap. A golf podcast for those who love golf, struggle with golf, and just like to enjoy the outdoors and fellowship with friends, all while chasing a ball around, trying to put it in a 4 1/4 inch diameter hole. From the Shortgrass is presented by UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, and brought to you by Stevens Incorporated, an independent financial services firm with the freedom to focus on what matters most. Beechwood Pinnacle Hotels. We partner with you to deliver high-yield results by managing, developing, and investing in top-quality hospitality assets. And now, from the Shortgrass, here's your host, Trey Schaap.
Welcome to another edition of From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. I am your host, Trey Schaap. Remember, at UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are dedicated to keeping you in the game. From sports injuries to joint replacement, they provide world-class care right here in Arkansas. Call 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. Coming up on this edition of From the Shortgrass, I sit down with Carson Roberts, the Executive Director of the Arkansas State Golf Association. He's been on the job for a little over 6 months now and has done some wonderful things. We're going to talk about that and more coming up after this. Stay with us.
Beechwood Pinnacle Hotel Group is the leader in the state in managing hotel properties. From El Dorado to Jonesboro to Fayetteville to Kansas City and back home in Little Rock, you will find a Beechwood Pinnacle managed hotel property. Are you looking for a weekend staycation? Book the Hilton Garden Inn located on Rock Street and enjoy the Agassi 7-rooftop bar with fantastic views of the Little Rock skyline. Open Sunday through Thursday evenings from 4 to 11 and Friday and Saturday from 5 to midnight. Find them on the web at bphotels.com. Beechwood Pinnacle Hotel Group.
At Stevens, our philosophy is to invest every dollar as if it were our own, to seize opportunity, to anticipate rather than react, to deliver constant focus in an ever-changing world, and to pursue the objectives of our clients in order to help them reach their financial goals. A proven history of helping companies and individuals. Stevens, member NYSE SIPC.
UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is taking golf to the next level. As the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics, UAMS Health covers all 19 Razorback sports programs, including golf, and is the official medical partner of the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens. They're also proud to sponsor professional golfers Ken Duke and Glenn Day. Have a golf injury? Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today. That's 501-686-8674. Welcome back to this edition of From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Carson Roberts didn't really know that he wanted to play the game of golf. In fact, he couldn't make his high school golf team until he was a senior. Now, the Conway Wampus Cats, they've been pretty good when it comes to golf, but Carson Roberts finally able to make his high school team as a senior. He never gave up at it. Now, he leads the Arkansas State Golf Association as its executive director. On the tee, Carson Roberts.
Carson Roberts, thanks for joining me on From the Shortgrass, executive director of the Arkansas State Golf Association. You're a little bit young to be the ED, but when did you first pick up a golf club?
I don't remember.
You don't?
To be completely honest with you, I don't. I played growing up. I was always a baseball guy. I always played with my dad, golf course. We would kind of just grow up. After baseball practice or before baseball practice, we'd go play golf, and that was kind of our thing together. And I'd play in a couple junior club championships, but nothing crazy. And then I had a couple friends start playing the game and grew up with them. And I hated to leave the golf course to go to baseball practice, and that's when I decided to really just focus on golf. And I was about 13 years old when I started traveling and playing tournaments.
And obviously a nice junior golf career and a nice high school career. What did you play your high school golf?
I played at Conway High School. I would say I was more of a late bloomer. I didn't make my high school team varsity until my senior year.
Really?
We were really good.
Yeah.
We were really good. So hit the ball nowhere. I remember I have a picture of me my freshman year of high school hitting a hybrid on number 16 at Conway Country Club, and it's 152 yards tops. so hit the ball nowhere, but just loved the game and didn't get decent, I would say, until my senior year of high school, and made high school overalls, and that was enough to get me recruited to go play at a Division II level. And that was the only Washburn University was the only school to offer me, so I took it. And
of course,
absolutely, they were the only school to. I had a couple walk-on opportunities here and there, but just decided to go the Division II route and didn't regret it one bit.
What was Washburn University like?
It's Henderson State and Arkansas Tech in Kansas, so same type of deal. Division II.
Pretty windy up there.
Windy. Learn how to hit it low.
Yeah.
Or if you don't, you're in trouble.
Right. Right.
If you don't hit it solid, you know the ball's going everywhere. So windy, and really taught me a lot just how to kind of grind out some tough days. Because in college golf we played late fall, which was always good weather, but spring was just brutal. Like in Oklahoma, Kansas, playing from March to May.
Tough.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Like, you never know what you're going to get. Tournaments getting canceled because it was too windy or too cold, but you just learn to tough it out and learn to play golf. So.
And then did you decide after college that you wanted to turn pro?
So my scoring average my freshman year of college was like 80.8. Sophomore year it was 77. Junior year it was 75, and I think my senior year was just above 72. So the
downward turn, I mean, it's like you're coming down the slope, which is the way you want to go.
Correct. Like my trends were good, so I was, why not? You know, where didn't know where it was going to stop, and that's what ultimately I loved golf too much, like to not give it a go. And
sure,
it was awesome. Enjoyed it.
When did you decide that you wanted to give back to the game of golf in this role that you have now? Yeah, you get paid for it, but I sense this is something that maybe you thought about quite a bit.
Absolutely. You know, after my last year of playing professional golf, I kind of had one foot out the door a little bit, and like most athletes do, it's hard to close that book. A lot of times it's not easy to just wake up and say I'm done. But my last year, I kind of tossed around the idea, didn't really know what I wanted to do. And, you know, I always knew golf was very important to me. I got into real estate for a little bit just after golf, had a good opportunity to get into that, and wanted to do some golf stuff on the side and find a way to improve golf in Arkansas, but I didn't know what that meant. And this opportunity presented itself, and kind of had a aha moment one night in the middle of the night, and was like, this is what I feel like I want to do, and this is what I should do. And
the fact that the ASGA has only had 2 executive directors before yourself, Charles Monk Wade and Jay Fox, you feel like those are some pretty big shoes to fill?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the history of Arkansas golf, and it's something that I take seriously. I mean, this is important. It's an important job to grow the game, and both of them did a wonderful job for golf in Arkansas, and I hope to continue that.
Obviously, being young, you have new ideas and maybe refreshing the office a little bit,
right,
if you will. What are some of the things that you have on the agenda for not just 2025, but beyond?
There's a lot. I know everybody's heard about the golf house. That's something in Arkansas, in Central Arkansas right now, that we want to get done, to help programming, help grow the game, get everybody in one roof together, which will be great. And golf, it's funny, you know. It's the same game, but it's different, you know. And it's how do we take what we have right now and just make it the best we possibly can, and with sponsors and new events, new ideas to create engagement for everybody, and really make the player experience better is my goal in 2025 and for the short term.
A couple of years ago, the Players Advisory Committee, along with the ASGA and its executive committee, decided that the state amateur is going to be a true state amateur now. You won't have all the other divisions playing at one site the other divisions outside of that amateur field will be at a different site later on in the season. There are some pretty prestigious courses that are about to come up in rotation, starting with Country Club of Little Rock in 2025. That's going to create a need for qualifiers for the first time ever, I believe. What is that looking like?
Absolutely. So what we plan on doing, and this will be our first year doing it because Alotian, Blessing, Cecil are all top-notch spots. They just are, and we have to be prepared for that influx of need, supply, getting people in the door, and we want to make sure that we're prepared and have the system in place. So what it's looking like for next year is we're going to have 2 qualifiers, one in Northwest Arkansas, one in Central Arkansas, the week of in Central Arkansas and the week prior in Northwest Arkansas. And there are other qualifying criteria as in top 10's point list this current year and past year's finish on the state AM. But we just want to make sure that it's a solid field and everybody in there deserves it too, because Alotian, Blessings, CCLR, they're big draws, and a couple were. If you look in the past, the trends are upwards on people playing the game and people playing the state AM. So we want to make sure that we're ready.
What's one of the biggest things that the ASGA faces when it comes to getting numbers up?
It's a very good question. Well, golf as a whole is growing right now. If you go look at the National Golf Foundation, we just sat through seminars with them. It is up, I think, 4% this year based on last, and all over the board for the past 4 years, and this is post-COVID. And golf in the age brackets of 25 to 40 account for, I think it was somewhere between 60 to 70% of the growth in golf. So there is a big influx of new people to the game.
I guess, how do you continue to grow the game and increase participation in tournaments?
You start at the ground level, and I really think that is by junior golf and growing your junior department, because you capture them as juniors, you keep them, then you keep them on the back end as adults. And what I kind of realized too is the more juniors we can get to play college golf, the more chance we have of keeping them and playing competitive golf as adults and seniors at that point. So that's very important to start at the ground level and have the system in base to continue growth.
When you look around, Carson, at other golf associations, how does the ASGA stack up with, let's say, Mississippi, Kansas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, those border states?
Yep. Tennessee has a lot more golfers than we do. They have a lot more golf courses. And in Arkansas, we don't have as many, tour quality golf courses as others. So, when we're going through site selections to pick these tournaments, we got to knock on the same door a lot of times, which is tough for us compared to certain other organizations. As a Texas, I mean, they have 100 golf courses and they can go to and put on a championship, and that is one of our battles in Arkansas, but it's nothing that we can't overcome. And fortunate enough that we got the right people, in place to grow golf in Arkansas.
You're about to complete year 1 of your time as executive director of the Arkansas State Golf Association. What's been the biggest challenge?
I just jumped right into it. I mean, in all honesty, my background was always as a player and not the administrative side. So learning kind of the intricacies of everything and staff, my staff's they've been great. They've been a huge help to help us out and to help me get my feet under me and learning, like we're moving in the right directions in a lot of places. We got a lot of new sponsors on board, and we're excited to do good things. And the biggest challenge, I would say, is just, day by day managing, making sure I know focus on what's important so we don't got to pick up the pieces later.
Obviously, there are some big sponsors. I know Simmons Bank is one of them, and obviously they've done a lot for golf in the state of Arkansas. As the executive director, how have they impacted the ASGA?
Huge. I can confidently say that we wouldn't be in the position today to help grow the game without them. And very thankful for Simmons Bank for being at the forefront of everybody saw the Simmons Bank Championship and how important golf is in Central Arkansas. And we're a nonprofit, and it's important for us through our scholarship programs, and we've been able to give out now over almost $600,000 worth of scholarships in our tenure since 1991. So very important to have financial companies get behind that so we can keep on growing those programs, because that's really what's important.
I saw a press release or a release, maybe it came through an email a couple of weeks ago, maybe last week, about UAMS Health and Orthopedics stepping up to the plate. What does that sponsorship entail with the ASGA?
So they are going to be the sponsorship of our Senior AM Championship for both men and women, which is great. And they'll kind of be an all-encompassing sponsor for the ASGA, but that will be their main sponsorship. But Dr. Lowry Barnes and UAMS Health and Orthopedics have also stepped up to the plate, believing in our mission to help grow the game and give back. So can't thank them enough. We're excited to have them on board for 3 years and with Simmons as well. So we feel like everything's moving in the right direction to continue growing.
A lot of people will say, well, I don't want to play in a tournament because I don't want to keep my own score. I'd rather play in a 4-ball. Do you get that a lot?
So I would say in Arkansas it's a very interesting category because 4-balls are a huge thing, and people can play 4-balls constantly at every tournament and every country club, and they're 5-star events, like they are big deals. Courses are in tournament condition for them. Players get treated right. So that is one of the big battles to drive solo participation, because those are fun. So we are looking to bring that type of environment to the ASGA to help grow our tournaments and grow our events, because it's a proven product, and why not copy it in some form or fashion and keep our traditions the same with our state AM and our individual tournaments very the same, but
Sure.
Also, how do you implement tactics that 4-balls use to grow and drive participation to help, create a culture and create an environment that people want to spend their dollars with ASGA.
The ASGA designated schedule, playing in it and the competition, and then it also affords you, based on how you finish, to make cup teams, which luckily enough, I don't know how, but I was able to make a couple of cup teams. But I tell you, the competition against the amateurs from the state of Mississippi in the Governor's Cup, and then the competition with the PGA pros from the state of Arkansas in the fall in the Randy Beaver Cup matches, it kind of drives you sometimes through the summer of wanting to make those teams.
Absolutely.
What have you seen from those two competitions as the executive director to keep those intact and make sure that they are strong?
Absolutely. I mean, you want your players to represent Arkansas. You want them to have something to feel like they have something to play for outside of pro shop credit and dollars. It's the ability to wear, the Arkansas logo on your chest, and playing golfers from Tennessee matters. It does. So that is very important that we know in office to keep growing and keep as a part, because the PGA pros, the Randy Beaver Cup versus the AMs, it's a fun event, because it's very important for the PGA pros and the AMs to get together, and the PGA pros, they're the backbone. They're the ones who help facilitate junior golf at a club level, help clubs healthy. So they are really the backbone of golf in Arkansas, and it's fun to get to bring the high level amateurs that earn their spot into it together to meet, as far as a fun weekend, and also get to compete.
One of the first PGA pros I ever had on from the short grass was Barry Howard. And I love bringing up the question when I have PGA pros on who compete in the Randy Beaver Cup matches, is the record when it comes to the AMs versus the pros. Barry Howard quickly told me, we're pretty good teachers, aren't we?
That's funny.
Because I think we know what that record is.
Yep. But hey, the PGA pros, they work. They don't get to play golf. They work all the time. They facilitate the growth of golf. They don't.
But there are some good. But there are some good PGA Pro players around the state too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When you look at the courses, Carson, that are around the state that do open their doors to the ASGA, like this year, the State AM is going to be at Country Club of Little Rock. Next year, it's going to be at the Blessings. The year after, in 27, it's going to be at the Alotian Club for the first time ever. But a Texarkana, a Pleasant Valley, a Pinnacle, a Hardscrabble, Chenal, Jonesboro Country Club where it was in 2024. Just the type of courses you guys are able to take this prestigious event to is top of the top, isn't it?
It is, and it's fantastic to have them on board and have them understand that it's their next membership. It is to keep. They don't have a country club without the growth of golf. They really don't, and for them to see how important the traditions of golf are and to open their doors every once in a while to showcase their club and new prospective members from out of town, because out of town memberships, they are a thing, and country clubs, that helps drive revenue for them. So it is important for clubs to showcase and do their part to making the game of golf healthy.
What would you say to someone that is wondering, well, should I play in an ASGA event or should I not? Why should they play in an Arkansas State Golf Association event, whether it be a 4-ball, the State AM, state match play, or just a weekend designated tournament?
I think it's important you learn a lot about yourself playing golf on an individual level. You really do. And we offer team events. Stephanie's done a great job of growing the women's department as well. So there's going to be a lot more one-day lady scramble team events to help drive some interaction. But you learn a lot about yourself on the golf course, and it is a challenge being out there on an island every once in a while. And you can create your best friends through this game too, and meeting new people, business partners, clients. You never know what it's going to lead you around the state. So I would say the opportunity is kind of what you make of it, and to come out and come see for yourself.
Where would you be without the game of golf?
No idea. I have no idea. It's extremely important to me, and I know the position I am in, to how it is important for the next generation too. So I truly do not know, but I'm glad I'm here from it. So
do you look back at pictures of your high school days, and like you said, you didn't play on the Conway Wampus Cat team until you were a senior. It was that tough to make it, and then at Washburn, and the long locks that flew out of the back of your hat, and now they're gone.
Right.
And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm now working, in a professional role with the Arkansas State Golf Association. But do you think back on those days and how far you have come in such a short amount of time?
Absolutely.
What are those thoughts?
I'm just thankful for it, thankful for the people that's allowed it to happen, who've believed in me as a professional to help sponsor me and help get me there. It ultimately led me here. And, I tell people that when I played professional golf, like, I do not regret playing one bit, and I also don't regret quitting one bit. Like, I feel like I gave it the right time and had a great time with it, because if I would have told myself in high school, sophomore, when I couldn't even bust the varsity team, that I'd have the opportunity to play all over the world professionally and win a few times at that level, I would have said you're lying. But looking back, that's good. I'm happy. I'm happy with what I did in that aspect.
Is there anything you would have done different?
I gave it my all. I really did. I put in hours every single day. I made wrong decisions along the way at times, and golf, I wish I could have played more freely. It's stressful, especially when you're got sponsors and other deals that teach you a lot. But that's the only regret, is I wish I could have played more freely, but that's about it.
If there's someone out there listening to this that is not a member of a country club but wants to become a member of the Arkansas State Golf Association, how do they do that?
ASGA.org. Go to join. We have an online club to join, and go to your, like you said, a lot of public courses are members of ours. Some of them are, so they can offer the membership through them. But I would just say go to the ASGA.org, read our mission, learn a little bit about us, and you can join and support that way.
You might not be able to answer this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Favorite golf course you've ever played?
I got 2.
Okay.
Obviously, the Alotian Club. It's in the backyard. The experience out there is top-notch. Can't be beat. And also, I'll do 3. California Golf Club and Monterey Peninsula Country Club. Those 2 are fantastic, and those are hard to beat.
Yeah, they are. Fantasy foursome, living or deceased, you and 3 others you would like to play a round of golf with, who would they be?
Michael Phelps.
Really? The swimmer?
Michael Phelps. He's
just the GOAT.
Just a GOAT. Greatest athlete of all time. Just
yes.
pick his brain. You know, just see how he operates and, learn more about him. Tiger Woods, that's obvious. You just got to, being in golf, you have to play with the greatest of all time. There's just no doubt about it. And then, off the wall, Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Yeah, it seems like a cool dude.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Carson, best of luck. I know it's been a tough first 6 months of getting into it, but I have no doubt that you're going to be great.
I appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been exciting, and excited for 2025.
UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine is taking golf to the next level. As the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics, UAMS Health covers all 19 Razorback sports programs, including golf, and is the official medical partner of the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens. They're also proud to sponsor professional golfers Ken Duke and Glenn Day. Have a golf injury? Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today. That's 501-686-8674.
Heading to El Dorado to check out some live music or to play Mystic Creek? Stay at the Haywood, the only boutique hotel in the middle of downtown and the Murphy Arts District. If you are spending a weekend in Hot Springs, make plans now at the Marriott Courtyard close to Lake Hamilton and Oaklawn. Beechwood Pinnacle Hotel Group manages both of these fine properties, and you will rest easy knowing that your every need is taken care of. Beechwood Pinnacle Hotels on the web at bphotels.com.
Strength is measured not by the number of accounts. Strength is placing value on relationships. It's having the vision and the guts to invest in growth. It's the commitment to responsibly manage your money. At Stevens, we believe that our strengths build success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
Welcome back to this edition of From the Short Grass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. I want to thank Carson Roberts for his time, the new executive director of the Arkansas State Golf Association. If you want more information on the ASGA, go to their website, asga.org. Speaking of the Arkansas State Golf Association, their class that will be inducted into the Golf Hall of Fame in 2025 has been announced. Dean Pappas, former Arkansas Razorback golfer, now head golf professional at Ridge Point in Jonesboro. Rise Alexander, a great golfer and golf coach, is in this class, along with Glenn Talbert, a decorated amateur golfer. And how about this? Daryl Shelton, the head golf professional of the Country Club of Little Rock. We had him on an episode of From the Short Grass a couple of months ago. Beechwood Pinnacle Hotel Group, Matthew Allen and Blair Allen. They know how to manage hotel properties. When you need an overnight place to stay, go to their website, bphotels.com, and make sure you stay at one of their properties. That will do it for this edition of From the Short Grass. The ASGA schedule is out. You can find it on their website as well. I hope to see you out there in an event sometime this coming year. Remember, when you find your ball mark on the green, fix it and a couple of more. And I hope to see you sometime soon from the Short Grass.
You have been listening to From the Short Grass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine, a weekly podcast dedicated to the game of golf. This has been a presentation of the Buzz Radio Network in association with Majestic Cubby Productions.